Hi, welcome to another video. Here I'm just comparing some of the tones in the CT-X3000 keyboard with the tones in the PX-S1000 digital piano. Obviously this is a keyboard, a smaller octave, 5-octave keyboard. In length here we've got the 88-note weighted style piano keyboard, and predominantly the tones are just piano tones, a few electric pianos and some strings and so forth. So let's just have a listen to the very first tone, the piano tone that comes up when you start the keyboard on the CT-X. It's the stage piano. And now this is the S1000. So on the S1000, this is a concert grand piano. Here we've got a stage piano, sounding slightly different, a bit brighter maybe on this one, and more of a mellow tone here. Let's change this one to the grand piano, which is number 2. I would say there's still differences between the two, and this is something I've discovered is obviously what they call say a grand piano or a rock piano on this keyboard might not exactly correspond to the same kind of tone on the piano. The keyboards use different methods for generating the tones. The CT-X range use the AIX sound source, whereas the Privia uses another sampling technique and reproduction for creating the piano voices. So if I was to find something that maybe replicated the concert grand piano, I'd probably go for the mellow piano on here. Those two tones, I would say, are more similar, but we're on grand piano, here we're on mellow piano. Let's just have a listen to one or two more comparisons as well. I'm going to move this one to bright piano. And here, this is bright piano on the S1000. Similar, but maybe different as well. Let's have a listen to another one. Here we've got a pop piano on the CT-X3000. And we'll compare that with the rock piano on the S1000. And the rock piano on the X3000. Sounds very different to the rock piano on the S1000. So you're not going to find exact replicas of one against the other, but I also think they do complement each other rather well as well. Let's have a listen to some of the string sounds or the string tones on the CT-X3000. So this is the stereo strings on the CT-X. And the strings on the S1000. It's probably closer on the mellow strings. And the next mellow strings on the CT-X3000 has a bit more attack to it, which is similar to the second string voice, string tone on the S1000. One thing I have noticed is that the output, the volume that you get from the keyboard, even when I'm just running a cable directly out without using the sound system, the speakers that are built in, you get a much stronger signal from the keyboard, the CT-X3000, than you do from the S1000. Here I've got the volume set to around about 70%, and probably here almost 100%, 95%, to kind of balance out the two keyboards. Obviously you can also feed in, because they both have inputs, so you could take a cable, an audio cable from one keyboard and play it through the other keyboard, use the speaker system of the other keyboard, or kind of duplicate, use the sound from this keyboard and have it come through the CT-X3000. What's not so easy to do is connect them up via MIDI to actually play the tones of this keyboard using the piano action of the S1000. In order to be able to do that, you'll need to get a MIDI to host adapter, or it's a little box really with electronics inside, which are quite expensive, and it turns it into a MIDI data that will come out of in and out of a 5-pin DIN socket. Once you've got that, then you can connect up the two keyboards, but you're going to need one for both keyboards. You're going to need one of those MIDI to host converters for the keyboard and also for the piano as well. So that adds quite a bit of cost. You could run it through a computer, through a DAW, using software and so forth, but that's more expense, I suppose, and something else to carry around with you. For the moment, I'm quite happy just sort of having the keyboard separate. It means I can alter sounds here while I'm playing maybe a bass line up here and controlling some of the accompaniment features here, and then also I can play some piano lines underneath. Before we leave this comparison, let's just have a listen to the electric piano tones. So on the S1000, let's press the electric piano button. That's the first electric piano voice that just comes up. The one on the CT-X3000 is called Galaxia EP. Which is more of a kind of FM kind of tone that you get. If we try and find something similar, it's probably the dynamic EP on here. Let's see if we can find another one that works. We've got a 60s EP on the CT-X3000. and there's also a 60s EP on the S1000. Which is here. I would say I think I prefer the one on the CT-X3000. Anyway, that's not really an issue. If you've got two keyboards like this, use the one that's designed for playing piano tones, I would suggest, and then use the other one for creating your backings and enjoying your music. So thanks for watching the video.